On the news this morning, court restores Secondus as PDP national chairman. PDP confirms Ifiemi as acting national chairman. Boat passengers fear dead after yet to be identified helicopter reportedly shot at a Bonny-bound boat. INEC registers over 1,000 in Obiakpa local government area. On the foreign scene, US prepares for more attacks on Kabul airport. I am Ifiemi Andrew. A Kebbi State High Court has ordered the return of Uche Secondus as the PDP national chairman. Justice Nusirat Umar gave the order in a suit brought before her by 3 members of the party, Yahya Usman, Abubakar Mohammed, and Bashir Suleiman. Justice Umar said she was satisfied after reading the affidavit of the respondents that an interim order should be granted on the purported suspension of Secondus pending the determination of the case. Secondus and the PDP are first and second respondents in the suit. Meanwhile, the PDP has affirmed its deputy national chairman South, Yemi Akinwumi, as the acting national chairman of the party. The party's national publicity secretary Kola Olubodinyo made the announcement in Abuja after a private meeting of the National Working Committee.
We have no faction in the People's Democratic Party. A motion was moved, and Elder Yemi Akinwumi was unanimously approved as the acting chairman. It's interesting for you to know that this is in line with the provisions of our constitution. The party is fully back on stream. We are sailing properly, and I will also let you know our board of trustee meeting is going on as we speak. Tomorrow we are going to have a caucus meeting. The National Working Committee will also meet tomorrow, preparatory for the next meeting, which will hold on Saturday.
Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who also spoke after the meeting, said the party's crises have been resolved.
You have an internal crisis in your house, in your department, in your village, in everywhere. It's normal. But what makes you different is your ability to resolve that crisis. And we have proved to Nigerians that we have that ability to resolve our internal crisis. And therefore the crisis or crises, I don't know what is the plural of crisis, that is facing this country, from banditry to kidnapping, name it, for God's sake. We have that capacity to resolve all those crises.
A former Minister of Aviation and a serving Senator, Stella Odwa, has defected from the PDP to the APC. Odwa was received to the APC in Abuja on Thursday by May Malabuni, governors of Imo, Kebbi, and the Deputy Senate President. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, on Thursday received the report of the Police Special Investigation Panel investigating the alleged indictment of former head of Police Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abba Kyari, by the FBI. While receiving the report, the chairman of the Special Investigation Panel, DIG Joseph Igbunike, said the report is an outcome of a painstaking, transparent, and exhaustive investigative process. The IGP assured that the force management team will carry out a careful and speedy review of the recommendations and thereafter forward it to the appropriate quarters for necessary actions. Gunmen have freed some pupils who were kidnapped from an Islamic school in May. The head teacher, Abubakar Al-Hassan, could not give an exact number of how many students have been freed, but said none of the pupils are in captivity. He told AFP news agency that the pupils are being transported home. It is not yet clear how the pupils were released. I recall that 136 students from the school in Tegina, Niger State were seized by gunmen and demanded a ransom. School officials say 15 students escaped in June and 6 died in captivity. The NBC has queried Channels Television over what it called inciting, divisive, and unfair comments by Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom when he appeared on the TV's breakfast program on Tuesday. In a letter, the NBC demanded why appropriate sanctions should not be applied for infractions of the NBC Code. Meanwhile, Channels TV has refuted reports that its presenters were arrested over the incident. A yet-to-be-identified helicopter has reportedly shot at a Bonny-bound passenger boat from Port Harcourt. An eyewitness at the Bonny-Nimbe waterside told our correspondent that the boat was conveying passengers and foodstuff, and the number of casualties is unclear.
The local boat that just left here for Bonny, on their way to within that Dodge Island area, a shopper, or call it military, like, just come behind and bring themselves low down, start shooting the wooden boat. It's a wooden boat. And like with the information I'm getting now from a reliable source, the boat driver said people were in that boat, and that boat conveyed garri, rice, with other things. And everybody knows that is the source of food, transporting food stuff to Bonny. And some people died inside the boat. So that's it.
The Ignatius Ajuru University of Education has suspended 3 students pending the outcome of the investigation of their matters by the Students' Disciplinary Committee of the school. A statement by the VC, Professor Ozome Kukuri Ndemele, on his Facebook page said on one course Sunday of the Department of Political Science and Okwe Michael Amalgechi of the Department of Guidance and Counseling were in possession of locally made pistols, which they used to attempt to rob fellow students in separate incidents. The 2 have now been handed over to the police. The 3rd student, George Thangod Tamnoimana of the Department of Computer Science, attacked and injured some students with his gang suspected to be cultists. Away from that, 2 oil tankers fell along Afara Umba Road in a local government area of Rivers State, spilling its contents on Thursday. An eyewitness, Ifiemi Onwokewa, told correspondent Choma Ezemafo that the tankers fell due to the bad state of the Afara Umba Road in Eche.
2 trailers that carry crude oil have said that they have blocked up the road because of bad road going to Mba, going to Kenya. That place now is a terrible situation. If you go there, it's just like oil market. Let government help us. We are dying in a case, local government. It's not like police, everybody ran away. And it's not like a security, nothing. Our women can never longer to go to farm because of bad roads and everything. All the hotels that in this Nigeria, is that place they follow to Lagos, Abuja, every place.
The fallen tankers were later moved, but some residents continued scooping the content of the flooded back section of the road. In another development, a fallen oil tanker along the Kayama axis of the east-west road caused panic after it caught fire. An eyewitness, Greatness Chukwu Jeku, said travelers jumped off their vehicles and ran into the bush as the fire raged.
This is a truck, and the fire is increasing, so people had to alight from their buses and cabs.
No casualty was recorded. Meanwhile, there were reports of heavy traffic along the LMA Refinery Road caused by 3 trailers which fell on the bad section of that road on Wednesday. The fallen trucks were yet to be removed as at the time of filing this report. Still ahead, thousands of displaced spare parts dealers in Port Harcourt stranded months after eviction. Stay tuned. The Rivers State government says it will continue to implement the court judgment that empowers it to collect VAT despite an appeal filed by the federal government. Governor Wike stated this in Port Harcourt at the government house. He said the law supports the actions of the Rivers State government.
So there's no blackmail that can change us. There's no intimidation. I hear, oh, they're going to make sure they reverse it. That's not our business. We are not doing it because we want to win. We are doing it because what is not legal is not legal. And somebody has to rise to the occasion to challenge the illegalities in this country.
INEC in Obiakpo local government area has registered 1,015 applicants in the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise in the state. Our correspondent who visited the INEC office gathered that over 70 applicants were registered daily on the first and second weeks of the exercise, but the number of applicants has reduced. It was also gathered that the online pre-registration process helped reduce congestion at the local government offices of the Commission in the biometric capturing and physical registration. Our correspondent caught up with some applicants at the center who spoke about the exercise.
They say make we stay with the nose mask. From there they give us a number, they bring form. Then we started filling form. Then after filling form, then they will be calling you one by one.
Those who have gone in, they are also coming out with the temporary PV. So when we heard that it was difficult, it was on Monday based on the crowd and
easy. It's very, very easy. It's working. It's working. First of all, they gave us number. So we follow according to the number. We are not up to 1 hour here. No too much thing about it. As you sit down, they capture you.
Recall that the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria and Rivers State had on Monday protested over the insufficient and malfunctioning of INEC registration machines deployed to the 23 local government areas for the ongoing continuous voters registration exercise. The Eleme 9th Legislative Assembly has passed a vote of confidence on the chairman of Eleme Local Government Area, Obarelilomate Olo. Speaking during plenary at the Legislative Chamber, Chief Whip of the 9th Assembly and Councillor representing Alode community, Jerry Onwolu, moved a motion that a vote of confidence be passed on the chairman following his ability to ensure a crisis-free protest over the deplorable state of the Eleme East-West Road, which lasted for 7 days, provision of electricity to communities that have been in the dark for months, security, training of councillors, and effective management of waste disposal.
I think Eleme has not had it so good. It's in terms of light. He has ensured that Eleme has light, and we've been having light for 24 hours now. The second one is on the issue of the waste disposal. He has ensured that Eleme is clean and everywhere. He has so sounded it loud and clear that no dirt should be found on the East-West Road.
Also, Councillor representing Ogale community, Josephine Abari, commended the chairman for ensuring her community enjoy power supply after months of outage. She expressed joy over the improved security situation within Eleme and its environs and urged him to continue with such pace.
Our chairman has done us well in Eleme local government by showing so much capacity. In Eleme before now, like in my community precisely, Ogale, there has not been light for a very long time, for some years. For this time, there is light 24 hours in Ogale and Eleme as a whole. And the people of my community, Ogale, are dancing every day. The men, women, boys, and girls are dancing. They are shouting and singing songs of praises because of what he has done in my community. Because of the light they are seeing every day. They sleep with light and wake up with light.
Leader of the 9th Assembly, Jima Chumu, affirmed the motion after the 10 councillors through a voice vote gave their support.
These are what necessitated the 9th Assembly to indeed pass a vote of confidence on our chairman that he has done well. And we are happy. The people we represent, the constituencies we represent are happy. Said we should tell him we are happy. And we pray him to do more, not to relent, not to allow complacency overwhelm him. But as he has started, the pedestal, the place he has started, he should continue and do even more.
The chairman of the local government area, Obinna Anyanwu, says his administration is committed to encouraging skills acquisition program because engaging the youth brings peace and reduces unemployment in the area. Dr. Anyanwu stated this in Okehi during a town hall meeting between the Rivers State Commissioner for Youth Development and the youths of Ifiemi. He said the grassroots development remains its priority to ensure that the increase in unemployment among the youth and women is reduced to the barest minimum. He said his administration will do a lot in skills acquisition because he believes projects will not bring peace to the communities if the youths were not gainfully engaged. At the meeting, the Rivers State Commissioner for Youth Development, Ohia Prince Obi, said that there is need for government at all levels to equip the youths. According to him, youth skills development is the most potent instrument for poverty reduction and tackling unemployment in Nigeria. On his part, Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, Rivers State Chapter, Chijoke Ihunwo, commended the Ifiemi Council Chairman for his prudence and foresight in the management of the council and the area. In business, Thousands of spare parts dealers in Port Harcourt, displaced by the construction of a flyover around the Want Ikoku spare part market, say they've remained stranded since then. The new chairman of the spare parts dealers, Godwin Chiboka, told correspondent Martha Kerry that the state government has not provided any alternative months after they were evicted.
There's a new development at Ikoku where the government cited the flyover bridge, and it's ongoing, and it has affected us in a very bad way because our shops are being demolished. While that was going on, the hoodlums also came and stole a lot of our goods. There was no preparation from the government of where we can be relocated.
Some affected spare part dealers also spoke to our correspondent.
We do every legitimate business that promotes states. So all we need is where we can be relocated and as well still give that sense of belonging.
Despite that, we may say that we come from different states, but we are one in the sense that a place you have stayed for about 15-20 years, you are part of that place.
I have never seen where they are doing a motor parts in the street. Some people will pay for up. Tomorrow, government will mark it. They will locate to another place. Government will mark it. Our people are frustrated.
He should come to our aid. Let him not just demolish the place we are and leave us like that.
But it is now, even the customers, the car users in Port Harcourt, if you tell them to go to Ikoku and buy parts now, of course they will not recognize Ikoku again. Everywhere has been devastated.
It has not really been easy with every one of us.
In entertainment, model Fancy Ocholonu has officially called off her engagement with Nollywood star Alex Ekubo. The American-born model, in an Instagram page on Thursday, said she has also ended her relationship and called off the wedding. She said she's made the best decision for herself because it is important that everyone finds happiness and live in their truth. She asked for everyone to respect her and her family's privacy at this time. Acholonu's statement came barely 24 hours after it was revealed that her relationship had collapsed. Ekubo proposed to Acholonu in May 2021 in Los Angeles, USA. They were to get married this November. In sports, Premier League champions Manchester City have been drawn to face PSG, RB Leipzig and Club Brugge in the Champions League group stage. Chelsea come up against Serie A giants Juventus, Russian club Zenit St. Petersburg and Swedish side Malmö. Manchester United will face Villarreal, as well as Italian club Atalanta and Swiss side Young Boys. Liverpool are in a tough group with Atletico Madrid, Porto and AC Milan.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. commanders are on alert for more attacks by the Islamic State targeting Kabul airport. The head of U.S. Central Command, General Frank McKenzie, said they are doing everything they can to be prepared. This follows an attack on the airport that has seen at least 90 people dead as U.S. forces race to complete their withdrawal from Afghanistan by a 31st of August deadline agreed with the Taliban. U.S. President Joe Biden on Thursday vowed to complete the mission, adding that they will not be deterred by terrorists. 13 U.S. service members are among the dead. On the news this morning, you heard that the Kebbi State High Court has restored Secondus as PDP national chairman. PDP has confirmed Yemi Akinwumi as acting national chairman. Both passengers are feared dead after a yet-to-be-identified helicopter reportedly shot at a Bonny-bound passenger boat. INEC has so far registered over 1,000 in Obiakpo local government area. Thousands of displaced spare part dealers in Port Harcourt say they are still stranded months after evacuation for flyover construction. Gunmen have freed over 136 students from a school in Tegina, Niger State. On the foreign scene, you heard that U.S. commanders are on alert for more attacks by Islamic State targeting Kabul airport. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbeviri. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. For more stories, visit our website at www.nigeriainfo.fm. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Thank you for your time and bye-bye for now.